Hey guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own DIY puppet. For this DIY you're going to need cardboard, scissors, paper, some tape, something to decorate it with, and hot glue. If you don't have hot glue, you can use any kind of strong glue. And also you're going to need a pen or pencil to sketch things out. Let's get started. So step 1, we're going to make the shape of the puppet. Trace out the shape of the puppet that you want. I'm going to make a mushroom, so I'm going to draw a mushroom shape. If you want your puppet to be something else, then sketch out the shape that you want. Now that you have the shape, go ahead and cut it out. Now we're going to need a second one of this. So put your shape on top of the cardboard and trace it on. Cut this out as well. Make sure that they're both the same size, and if everything is good, then let's go on to the next step. Step 2, we're going to make the holes for the bubbles. If you want some evenly sized holes, go ahead and take something round to trace it. I'm going to draw it freehandedly so that I will have different sizes of holes. For my puppet, I'm going to make 3 holes for 3 bubbles. Like so. Now cut the holes out. This part is a bit tricky, but what I do is I just stick the scissor in the middle of the circle, and from the inside, I cut the rest of the circle out. Let's make the holes on this one as well. Place this one on top of this and then trace out the holes for the bubbles. Like this. Let's cut it out. Make sure that the holes are the same size and that you can see through it. If it's like this, then you need to cut out the excess piece. But as you can see, mine fits really well. So, on to the next step. Step 3, we're going to decorate the shape. This part is optional. You can just leave it the color that it is, the cardboard color. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this red pinkish Sharpie and I'm going to color the top of the mushroom. Okay, let's color it. And ta-da! It's already looking so cute. Now that the shape of the puppet is done, let's move on to the bubbles. Let's do this. Step 4. We're going to make the bubbles. So for the bubbles, you're going to need a piece of paper. If you don't want your bubbles to be white, you can color it with the color that you want. But I'm just going to leave the bubbles white so that it looks like a pattern of a mushroom. Since we want our bubbles to be strong, we're going to use a clear tape to laminate the paper. Now we need to laminate the back side as well. But first I'm going to cut out the part where I've already laminated it. Both sides of your paper should now be laminated. So for the circles, make sure it's quite a bit bigger than the hole. I would say about 5 to 7 millimeters bigger. I'm just going to cut it as big as my tape, because if it's too big, you can just cut it a bit smaller later. But if it's too small, you can cut it bigger. Okay, let's get it out. Like this. To make our bubbles pop up so that you can pop it, cut a slit from the side to the middle of the circle. Like this. So that it pops up. Take one side of the slip and overlap it on the other side. It should pop up like this. Now use a piece of tape to secure it. Cut out the excess tape. Go ahead and tape the other side as well. And like this, the bubble is done. Do the same thing with the other two. I'm done making these 3 bubbles. Let's move on to the last step. Step 5. We're going to assemble everything together. Place your bubbles on top of the holes. If it's a bit too big, then cut it smaller, but make sure to not cut it too small. If the sizes are right, use some tape to secure it down. I'm going to use duct tape so it's really fastened and secured. To make it easier, place the others away and focus on one bubble first. Tape it on every side there is. That's why your bubbles can't be too big. If not, there isn't any space for you to stick it on. Cut off the excess tape. You can do a little test run to make sure it's really fastened in there. And yeah, it looks fine. So let's stick on the other ones. Like this. Let's tape on the last bubble. This. You guys, we're almost done. All that's left to do is just to use hot glue to stick this piece on top of this so that we will hide this ugly duct tape and it will look super cute. Let's glue it on. I'm going to use the hot glue to tape the stem first and then the top. And just tape it on. Now, the top. Just put hot glue on where the duct tape is. Make sure not to put hot glue on the bubbles. Cut off the excess glue and pieces. And ta-da! This is the final product. It's so cute. Let's pop it. It's so fun to play with, and I also had a blast making it. You should try it out too. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe for more. Bye! See you guys next time!